Yeah, bringing that up about this whole, I think it's called a negativity bias. And I've heard this analogy used where our brains kind of Velcro to the negative and then they let the positive kind of slip off like Teflon. So I've heard this sort of Velcro and Teflon thing. And I'm curious because we're gonna look at the app together. How we can either prepare ourselves to be a little bit more velcroed to the positive, or
Mhm.
just be aware of that might be the case. And so how can we support ourselves in being like, okay, grab onto that positive, but still be aware of that negative, but just don't grip so hard.
Yeah, I love that analogy. I think just like you said, these automatic negative thoughts. I call them your Velcro. I call ants. They're automatic negative thoughts, right? And those ants are like just invasive. They are everywhere, and that was useful back 200,000 years ago when our brains required us to like pay attention to the negative things because that's what can kill us, right? That's the snake. If that's the tiger, those are the things that we really need to pay attention to. Like berries are nice. I can be out there picking berries and those are lovely, but I'm going to forget about those the second I hear a little rustling behind me. So ants were really important. But today, I actually love your mantra thing for so many reasons. But today, like, we need to replace those ants because a lot of them aren't useful anymore, right? Like the automatic negative thoughts about I'm a failure, I'm a loser, I can't do it. Well, that's really fixed mindset. So how can we begin to smush the ants and replace them with something that's going to help us? Because we can't just smush things, right? We know from the power of habit, you got to replace it with something. So if we're smushing automatic negative thoughts, we can replace them with pets. So smush the ants, replace them with positive or practiced enlightened thoughts. Your practiced enlightened thoughts go something like this. So instead of I'm a failure, that's an ant, smush. I'm not ready yet. That's your practice enlightened thought. I'm not ready yet. What can I do to grow? What can I do to change? How will I get there? So instead of owning all of the negativity, I can say, oh, this is an opportunity to grow. Now we start valuing learning over immediate approval or acceptance because our brains are automatically set to say, oh, I have to be accepted. If I get kicked out of this tribe, I die, right? So we're looking for the ways to be accepted to not fail. Who cares? What if you fail? Would it be worth it? If you know you're going to fail and it's still going to be worth it, that means you're growing.
Hmm.
So when we start to value our growth and our learning opportunities over the ants, those automatic negative thoughts, we can be prepared to receive the feedback and say, cool, I get to grow. I didn't realize there was a difference. When I first beta tested my app,